Hey folks, nice hot day here in Wisconsin. Got some work to do on an excavator bucket. As you can see, no teeth on these shanks, and that's the way I bought the machine. And it was used that way prior to me owning it, and I used it some like this, but I don't want to use it anymore. I want to get the shanks um, cleaned up, and I'll probably do a little bit of repair on them because the tooth, I got a new set of teeth, but they're super sloppy on here. So what I did is I measured the inside of this, measured the depth, measured down in there is about 1 inch, made a template. And this is the template I made, and I traced it onto this. So that's basically what the tooth should look like if it were new. And that's what basically the tooth will accept on the interior part of it, the casting. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of material gone. I don't know if I'll build that all up. I don't need to build it to the very tip, but I'll build quite a bit of it back in there again. Preheat the shank and probably use a wire feed. We've got, I think it's Super Arc. I don't know if it's a flux additive in our wire machine or not right now, but it's good. It's good wire. It's good for heavy duty repair. That's why we have it. It's an industrial base welder. We use it in heavy repair and light repair alike. So anyway, make sure you have the right wire. Make sure you preheat things if you need to. If you don't need to, that's fine. Sometimes you can just go at it and start buzzing. These I want to preheat a little bit because I'm not sure what material they're made out of, the shank, but they are a little softer than the teeth, I think. So yeah, get that done today. Possibly it's going to be so hot, I'll see how long I can work. Get a big old void that needs to be filled down there. Bring that back together and fill it in. They were pretty hard on this machine over its lifetime, but they're made to work hard. It also has this big old boo-boo, and that's how it was when I bought the machine as well. I haven't used this a ton. I had to put a turbocharger in it and used it lightly a couple years ago, and then it's kind of sat because I wasn't able to find a turbocharger that I felt was an affordable. There's usually a lot of people wanted $1,600 for one. I wasn't going to pay that, so finally found a reasonable buy on one. Anyway, that needs to be cut and re-welded. I'll cut that right off and then pull it back together and re-weld it, and probably use 7018 on that. I'm not sure. I may use the MIG. We'll see how it I want to do a little research on that wire to make sure it's the right wire for a repair like that as well. The teeth I'm just worried about building up, and that the wire will stay on it and not crack the end of the shank. Make more work than we're trying to help. So I don't want to do. So yeah, that's it in a nutshell. This side's pretty bad too. I've used it this way, but I was gentle with it, and I just don't want to use it anymore until I get it fixed correctly. And as you can see, it's a good size gap in the thumb of this thing. So yeah, I'll do a video on the couple of the teeth when I get them squared away and built up and ground back into my template. And it's just a matter of taking your time and using your head when you're going about this kind of work. You want to make sure everything's straight and the teeth are all in line with one another when you're done too, and don't look like the teeth aren't all out of whack. Some are this way and some are that way. We want to make sure they're straight. So yeah, Stay tuned.